no. Oi.
Hey guys, and welcome to the Team Solidarity podcast. No items.
Did I do the clap?
No, we did not do the clap this time.
The one time.
We didn't do the clap this time.
3, 2, 1. Alright, so
So we didn't do the clap this time because we don't have headphones, because I lent M2 some of my old equipment. It's not your fault, it's just because I don't have some of the equipment so we can't hear ourselves right now.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
Alright.
But yeah, welcome to the
what episode?
The podcast. I don't actually know.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess 16.
Okay.
No. I'm gonna guess 15.
I'm gonna guess 11.
You're wrong.
Yeah,
All right,
no, that's wrong. That's for sure wrong.
What's your other option? No. You're entitled to your opinion.
Anyway,
Alright, so
welcome to the stream, guys.
Okay.
Welcome to the podcast.
it's okay though.
You're
No. It's okay though.
You're entitled to your opinion.
No.
Even if it's wrong.
I just want to let you know that you're wrong. But
You might think that.
you definitely
But you're
undershot
wrong.
that one.
It's been a month since Ultimate was revealed, and we've had kind of a little while
Has it really been that long?
Well, the gameplay.
June 12th, right?
Yeah.
Was when
And it's July 21st.
It's past that,
Wait,
man.
July
It's been-
21st? I thought it was like the 17th or something.
That's the 21st.
Nah, man.
Damn.
What's 9 plus 10, bro?
21.
21.
21.
But none of y'all are stupid.
Anyway, so we've had a little while, and we've managed to... I think we've had a lot of time for it to kind of like set in what we watched a month ago.
Yeah, it's been great.
There's a bunch of stuff. Unfortunately, due to scheduling, we weren't actually able to do weekly podcasts anymore. Unfortunately, that was something that we just had to quit. Hopefully, we'll get it back started up here pretty soon.
I wouldn't say quit. I'd say suspend.
Yeah, suspend.
Postpone.
Definitely. But we are here today, and we are here to talk about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
With our special guest.
So far.
With our special guest, Luxray, a member of Team Solid.
Yeah.
So the wielder of clout.
Yeah.
I'm being serious. Like, yeah, no.
One of many roles.
No, it's a good thing.
That's-
It's a good thing, man.
My biggest role in the team right now.
He may be his
Yes.
tweets may spread controversy.
My opinions
but-
are my own?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one is tweeting for him. Like they're his own.
I tweet for me.
You have that in common with Trump. So like that's good. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. So
Okay.
I guess that's not...
no, he like explicitly says that. But anyway, I know. Never mind.
Why do you gotta bring it there? All right, whatever. So
I just remember that quote from Trump. He said that.
we're going to
those
talk about
exact same
Ultimate,
words.
but before we talk about Ultimate, we're going to talk about our weeks and how things have been going. Really, our months, I think.
I would like to. Yeah, let's just go with like a month because
Because the last month is like the last
yeah,
time.
because honestly, like I feel like our last week is indicative of our last month, and the last month was.
Yeah, I
last
think
month.
that's
You're
fair.
saying that we did
So-
that. So
In between the last podcast we did and this podcast, we've been running a tournament.
yeah,
Drop
yeah,
Zone.
Yeah.
I think the last
thing.
podcast we were about to launch Drop Zone.
Yes, in fact, was our last podcast the one with Silent Rain when we were announcing it, or no?
Yeah.
No.
That was
didn't-
one of the last ones.
It was one of the last ones. It wasn't the very last one. It was the latest one.
It might have been.
It was like maybe one or two away.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Since then, we've been running them. We're almost in double digits now in terms of how many times we've run it.
Next week is
Drop
tomorrow.
Zone 10.
Tomorrow is Drop Zone 10. Yeah.
Yeah, we started this in May. Oh, fun fact! I know we started this exactly on May 20th because that's my dad's birthday,
And that was the day
and
that.
I felt low key pretty bad. But I ended up, making it up to him, so it's okay.
And like
M2, good son M2.
The next
Tweet
week was
about
like Father's Day as well.
Sorry, I was.
Oh, yeah.
Your birthday, Dad. Here's my tournament money.
Yeah. No, but now I could say like, hey man, this tournament has the same birthday as you.
Yeah, that's true.
It's cool.
Yeah. But that's been going well. We've managed to get a decent turnout pretty much every day.
Yeah. I'm pleasantly surprised, and I'm really glad. I felt I'm not even surprised, but I'm happy to see it. Right, like
Yeah.
I felt like the community would step up. A lot of them had for like the past few months were fiending for a tournament or craving one.
There was
So
a
we
drought.
delivered.
There was like
drought,
a
yeah.
long time where like
It's about a season long.
there was a while where like
A little
The-
more than
the-
that.
A little
Only-
more. 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, that was like 2 seasons.
there was a
Yeah.
while where like the only tournaments I was able to get to, because Salem's too far for me. Like
Sam's far.
I have like
It sounds pretty
limited gas money, and like
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think I had my license at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was only going to like a couple tournaments. Like Trident
Mhm.
hosted a couple times, and I was there for that.
Yeah, shout outs to Trident and Tezzy. Trident
for sure.
hosted his, I don't know what he called it. I forgot what he called it.
I don't remember
It's
what he
like-
called it either.
Going to Trident's. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Trident's house party. Whatever.
Trident.
Anyway, and then he hosted 2 of those. And then Tezzy had Tezzy's cave at his one of his like
One of his houses.
Yeah.
Tezzy's pretty well off, which is great. And so
I just like the
Uh,
term "one of his houses."
everyone
Yeah.
like stops and says, "Wait, one of his houses." Anyway,
Wait,
shout outs
wait,
to Tezzy.
wait,
though.
which one are you hosting at, bro?
Yeah, and so I was like, it better not be the one in Wilsonville because
Better not
no
be.
one lives there, except for like 2 smashers besides you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was in Wilsonville.
that one was in Tiger. That was great too.
That was fun.
The second one had 30 people, man.
Yeah, I went to the second
Really?
one.
Yeah,
I remember
I
like
think
I
I
called
only
out of
went-
work to go to that
I
second
think I just went
one.
to the first one. Yeah, I remember that. I
I'm
remember
pretty
that.
sure I was.
We
only
went
there for
with
the second
we
one.
went with Kodak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Did you only go to the second one?
Yeah, I didn't
Okay.
go to the first one,
Yeah, I went to.
but I
both.
heard the first one was lit. So
But yeah, first one had 20 something, and then the second one had 30. 30 or 31, 32, something like that.
Imagine
It
30
was-
people running around your house.
Yeah, that I think that's why it ended.
30,
to be fair,
like
I think
30
that's why it ended.
smashers.
that's yeah.
I have
to
a
be
suspicion
fair,
that's why it ended. But anyway, we're
very-
really glad that Tezzy was able to host that when he did. It helped keep the scene going. It was kind of running on fumes in terms of not necessarily desire to play, but just starvation. And so we got some of those morsels of Smash 4 competitive play, right? And
Mhm.
a lot of people were kind of bashing the game, and they still do. And it's understandable, honestly, because this game's been around for a while, and you're bound to find things you don't like
The
about it.
flaws start to like
flaws
become
stand
more
out.
apparent.
Yeah, and that's very understandable. So, but lo and behold, we're not here to talk about that game.
yeah,
We're here
no.
to talk about the upcoming game in 5 months, Ultimate, dude. So
Mhm.
that's gonna be great.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I think just before we go over that, we're gonna go over just like the state of the team and stuff real
Yeah.
quick.
Oh, also the months. We didn't even get to talk about our months.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Just-
we're gonna talk about the months. We're gonna go over just a quick little update of the content we're going through
okay.
and what we're
Yeah.
planning on right now, and then
I like it.
and then we'll get to the main topic of discussion, which is Smash Ultimate.
Sweet.
So I guess I'll start.
Yeah.
It's been pretty uneventful for me. I've just been going to more classes, taking more like video production stuff
Mhm.
at my college. Going through, haven't really even like bought any new equipment.
Since
Except for I bought one cool thing, which is called a Stream Deck, and it's a USB device that plugs in to my computer and lets me change a lot of things within a stream with a LED button. It's kind of like a switcher
yeah.
that you can plug in.
It reminds me of like a beat pad.
Yeah, it's
But
like a
a
V-pad for
smaller
streaming.
version, but for streaming, yeah.
Mhm.
Command.
It's got I think 12. It's got like 12 or 20. I can't remember which.
Pads or buttons, whatever you call them.
Yeah, I think it's got 15.
Mm.
In between 20 and 12.
Mhm.
Little LCD screens that each one of them can be programmed to do one of hundreds of different functions.
Mhm.
The most common one is changing a screen, one slide of a stream to another slide of the stream. So,
Yeah.
for instance, showing the players in the game versus showing like the match focus slides. So I can just
Mhm.
press a button now, and I don't even have to be in the window of the program
That's so nice.
to do that.
That
And,
sounds
and
so
it's
nice.
well, it's nice, but what it really allows me to do is to do more complicated things because I can hotkey them to function quickly
Mhm.
with a series of button presses rather than having to go through menus,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so what that's allowed me to do is focus a lot more on keeping the scores going correctly and making sure the chat's going well,
Mhm.
and I can just divert my attention a whole bunch of ways. So that's been a big boon in terms of
Woohoo.
streaming. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Other than that, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I got a Switch.
Hey, that's something, dude. That's what's up.
It's all right. I got 4 games on it now. I've got Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild is so good. I can gush about that game.
I've got Pocket Fighter. I've got Luanine's Remastered, which is a really, really fun puzzle game. And then I just recently bought Darkest Dungeon, and I've been going through that.
I haven't really had like a big chance to sit down and play it, but I bought Pocket Fighter a couple days ago.
Pocket Fighter, pretty kick-ass.
Was that the game that you mentioned?
Yeah, no, that was what we played last week before we played Smash.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
Yeah, it's
I need to get into fighters. I guess I don't know. Like,
I mean,
you don't have to if you don't want to, but if you want to,
that's a good one.
this is a really good way to get in. Because here's the thing. I advertised it to you guys as like it's similar to
Smash. You said
Smash.
It's not.
Well,
it's not.
That's how it's been described by other people that play fighting games and Smash.
Don't.
Right?
Wait, who though? I mean, like I
like a bunch of people like internet. Do you want like?
You don't have to give me names or anything. Yeah, like
iPatchWolf is like the one that first showed it to me, but also, what is it? Matt and Wooly from the Super Best Friends.
Dude, iPatchWolf is a kick-ass YouTuber. I love him.
Yeah, he's pretty great. But like, my point is that both of them play fighting. All of those 4 or 3 play fighting games, and they all described it as fighting games, but that's very similar to Smash.
I don't.
And like it rings true to me as well. So anyway, that's why I discovered it like that. Anyway, that game is super fun. Lumines actually is a strategy game that got remastered and ported over to the Switch, but it was a PSP game originally, and I actually have the PSP game for my PSP that I played, and so I played that. That strategy game is kind of nostalgic because I played it like all through high school.
That's awesome. I love.
And I turned on, so I go and I turn on my Switch. I'm like, whoa. They have. I see this picture and it just nostalgia, just like
it just rushes you, man. Yeah.
And it's just like a strategy game. It's just kind of, it's like a Tetris kind of thing where what you do is instead of making lines, you make squares, and they don't disappear immediately. There's like a time. There's like a bar that goes across the screen
so
in
it's
waves.
A slightly different take on Tetris.
I wouldn't call it that, but it's definitely like it's like a block puzzle game.
Okay.
There's a lot of them.
That is obviously influenced by Tetris, but I wouldn't call it. It's
absolutely. It's definitely not like a Tetris clone or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so that game's been awesome.
That's awesome.
I'm actually super happy to like be able to play that game again. Because it was like one of those things where you don't think about it for like so long, and then it comes back and you're like, whoa, this was the best thing back in the day.
Yep.
Anyway, so that's me, I guess. Oh, I beat Breath of the Wild also.
Hey.
Got all the memories. Got like 90% of the shrines. Got all the champions. Beat Ganon. Pretty much finished the game. Like the only thing I haven't done is I've gotten everything. Like I didn't get all the Korok seeds, but that doesn't count. Yeah. And there's one more Great Fairy that I need to get.
How many are there?
There's 4.
4?
There's 4.
One's like a horse or something.
I only have 2.
I forgot. I didn't go. I think you're probably deeper than I got into that game. But if I was a betting man. But
yeah. Well, that's been me, I guess. Oh, I haven't been playing Smash.
Oof.
Doesn't even have his controller.
I don't even have my controller.
Shout outs to Crims.
Yeah. Shout outs to Bijan for.
I was at Bijan's. I'm so sorry.
No, I know it's cool.
I was at
Bijan's too. I went there with
I forgot about it. He was playing with a controller. It was definitely one of them was his, and then he had another. I'm so sorry, dude.
Nah, it's alright. Just next time you go over there, try and remember. Dude. It's alright. It's fine. Like I said,
I'll put that in.
Having a controller wouldn't have made me play Smash anymore.
But like, you still want that thing. Like for later.
Yeah. For Doctados.
Do you want to go next? Or?
Do you go next?
I don't care. B.
Right.
Guest privileges. B.
I guess the last month for me has been like the Smash grind, because school got out and I haven't gotten a job yet.
Summer Smash, baby.
Yeah, I wanted to put as much time as I could into Smash, because my goal is to make PR before Ultimate comes out, and I think I can do that pretty.
It's feasible.
It's very feasible.
You can become the Hokage.
Yeah. But I've been improving a lot, which I'm really, really happy with.
Very good.
And yeah, just smash grind. I've been going to every tournament I can attend. I'm going to like most drop zones and most sacred sanctuaries. So yeah, that's basically been
kind of break out of this because we live
my my last month.
That's
so
dope,
far.
bro. That's dope.
I got a kind of funny story to tell though. What happened last week? I was in the car with Nir. All right, basically what happened was Jared was hosting a Smash Fest at his place on.
Wait, when was this?
It was on Tuesday.
I couldn't go. Anyway, go ahead. Keep going.
So at Jared's place, it was me, Jared, Nir, Karma, and Everest. And in my car with me was Nir and Karma. So what happened was first we like gave Karma a 15-minute ride back to his place. No big deal, whatever. And Nir suggests to me, hey, instead of driving me all the way back to Tualatin, where I live, why don't you try giving me a ride to Bijan's place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he does that. He's over there a little lunch.
Yeah. So, and the idea was that either A, Bijan would let him stay the night, do whatever, or B, Nir would charge his phone because his phone was dead.
Mm-hmm.
And he
like get an Uber or something.
Yeah, he'd get an Uber, he'd call Trident, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And neither of those worked. We went to Bijan's place. First thing he does, he opens the door. He takes a good look at the both of us. Immediately closes the door.
That sounds like.
And
yeah,
we're there for another minute. Knock on the door. Bijan, please open up. And he opens up. And he says, "Why you two? Why are you here?"
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's just him ranting about us being here and how he doesn't want us here. So we're there.
I mean,
for
you
like,
invited yourselves over. I mean,
oh yeah, we did.
He's big on like having people like asking him.
Yeah.
If you guys just like showed up and didn't tell me, I'd ask you to leave.
Yeah. Like.
Well, we did text him before. I texted him. I said, "Can I drop Nir off?" He said, "Absolutely not."
And y'all showed up anyway.
And we showed up anyway.
Well, duh, like.
Okay, I told Nir that's what he said, and Nir said no, we'll just go anywhere. So I did what Nir said.
All right.
And then Nir felt bad for me because he was making me drive all over the place. So he gave me $30 worth of gas, and it filled up my whole minivan.
Well, that definitely you won that.
Wow, that fills up your whole minivan.
Yeah.
That fills up my Volkswagen Beetle.
Yeah. So what
Your
happened?
Volkswagen Beetle's packing, or?
Oh, my minivan's lacking, dude.
Okay. I like how that rhymed.
Yeah, that's why I
See,
said
they're
it.
packing
Packing and
and lacking.
lacking.
I like it.
Yeah,
I
it's
like it.
lacking.
Keep going.
Bars.
So after we went to Bijan's, we went to the gas station. And at this point, we left Jared's at 9:30. At this point, it's like 10:30 because we spent.
Should go to the Red Robin and get a plain bacon cheeseburger.
I love Red Robin.
Go to McDonald's, get a plain McChicken
and a Coke.
and a Coke.
We said it at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm proud of us.
Actually, no, it might have been later than that. It was
Coke.
probably like 11:15 or 11 at night. And we went to the gas station. It was the middle of shift change.
Just late o'clock.
Yeah, late o'clock, middle of shift change. So we
Never heard that before. Anyway.
late o'clock.
Nope.
So
I've got some more.
It was the middle of
Stop.
shift change. So we went in to go get snacks, and you won't believe what happened. You won't. I dropped my phone. You won't believe what happened.
I thought he was gonna say I showed up. I was like, no, I
No.
didn't.
This whole time.
I don't believe
Two
you.
guys go to a gas
the whole
station.
trip.
You won't believe what happens next.
The whole trip.
Number 6
like,
amazes
the
me.
entire experience.
Uh-huh.
Nir was wearing a T-shirt that said Pepsi on it,
He drinks Pepsi also.
and he bought a Mountain Dew.
No, goddamn.
Okay, that's actually the Mountain Dew thing threw me off. Not the Pepsi, because he considers Pepsi and Coke the same, even though I know they're not.
They're not.
I know
Pepsi's
they're not.
the
I know they're
sugar
not.
water.
But in terms of what he likes, like he's okay with that. You know what I mean? It's literally the Lucina to the Marth. You know what I'm saying? Like it's similar, same intentions, almost a similar like execution, but they're different.
One of them can beat Bayonetta.
Lucina does okay against
Lucina
Bayonetta
is alright, just not nearly as good as Mars.
because of the tippers, baby.
Yeah.
The extra Coke.
I guess like you further that analogy by saying Dr. Pepper is the Roy.
No. Whoa.
What?
No.
What?
Roy's
No.
not top 20.
Dr. Pepper's Bayonetta, bro. Dr. Pepper's bomb.
No, okay, we were talking about the Martha
Roy's
Lucina
booty, bro.
We were talking about the Martha Lucina.
Booty butt cheeks.
Listen, it has nothing to do with Roy's viability.
Booty butt cheeks.
It's the difference, but also like the similarity in their kits.
Can I get a Everest helping us out? Can I get a 3 plain McChickens?
Can I get a 3 plain McChickens? But anyway,
Does that mean there's no lettuce?
So was that your whole week? Was just driving near around?
I went to,
And that's been my month as
Yeah,
Lexer.
my month as
no,
Lexer
no.
has been
McDonald's,
driving near around.
Bijans, and more.
So then we went back to Nir's place. I dropped him off, and I didn't get home until midnight.
Oof. But you got your
Nice.
tank filled.
I got my tank
So
filled.
I feel like that's a win for you, though.
Have you done like a really long drive yet? Have you done like Portland, Seattle?
No, but I'm probably going to when Nemesis happens.
Sure. That's August like 11th, right?
August 11th.
I'm gonna change my
I
name
need to
to
sign up.
Nemesis.
I need to sign up because I kind of want to go.
Wait, when
I
is
don't
the
wanna
deadline?
enter-
It's like the day before.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, I don't
It's
want-
one of those things.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. I don't want to enter, but I just want to go.
I'm gonna enter.
I'm in.
I honestly I'm at the point where I don't want to enter tournaments anymore, but I do want to like be in the community. I should message Nemesis, see what their stream situation is, if I can help or something.
Help him out. Slap our logo on the stream. Bada bing, bada boom.
You know, it's funny.
I mean, that's not the main goal, but
It's always the. I know it's not. I know. I'm memeing. But
How was that?
No,
how
you
was
still
how was M2 month?
M2's. You can. Yeah. What's up?
Real quick,
Real quick.
I want to add to the McChicken thing. I went to McDonald's with Nir and Tezzy yesterday.
Yeah.
I saw Nir eating a McChicken. It was just 2 slices of bread and a piece of chicken.
That's why it's plain.
A plain McChicken.
I know, but like, it's just plain.
Look, bro.
Like,
he plays Marth, and I understand. I'm not. Don't take this the wrong way. Don't take this the wrong way. But Marth's like neutral concept isn't like complex, right? Like you can get some cool stuff, right? It's like it's good fundamentals.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with it.
Yes.
But it's
Whereas
like
Fox maids are sophisticated and like
no
wings and sushi.
No.
I like wings. I adore
I credit
wings
that
and
to
sushi.
Sheik.
What are you talking
I credit
about?
that to Sheik.
Oh, okay,
not
yeah.
Fox. B. I play Fox.
So
too.
wait. What food do you
I
eat?
like Fox too, actually.
What food do you eat that's Fox?
Pizza.
Pizza? Yeah. Wings maybe. Sushi.
I was gonna say
sushi Sheik, dog.
Sushi
Yeah,
Sheik.
Sushi Sheik.
Wings is Fox then?
Wings would be Fox.
Do you like wings?
I
Hard hitting,
adore
bro.
wings.
Hard hitting.
Okay, well,
Hard hitting and flavorful.
Do you like plain McChickens?
No.
Martha just plain
I
with
don't.
chickens, bro. The spiciness
not-
of the tipper.
I do not
That's what it is.
do not tell me I am a plain McChicken. I take severe offense
I say
to
you
that.
eat plain. Do you eat plain McChickens?
No.
Do you eat McChickens?
No.
You eat McChickens.
I don't eat
We all eat McChickens, dog.
like if offered for free, yes, I will partake in a McChicken. But
will partake in a McChicken.
Look at this Marth man.
We will partake in a McChicken.
but like
What shall thou partake? I'm not
if-
even saying it right.
if offered, yes, thou shalt partake in in thy McChicken.
Will thou joineth me and the partaketh of a McChicken?
We're gonna move on.
That's a chicken that mix.
We're gonna move on.
Butchering it, yeah, like the
M2, how was your McChicken month?
My McChicken month's been great. It's been hella busy.
I prefer
Excuse me.
the McDouble.
You got a job.
That's not even the main thing. Well, yeah, I did. I got a job. Your boy's been unemployed. Anyway, but
2 grinds going on now.
make the monies,
3 grinds really.
get the honeys. I'm just kidding. That's
Get
not.
that
First
Get that
First.
bread.
the money.
get the monies, then get the honeys. That's how it goes. Anyway, flexing on my Office Max job. Shout outs to Office Max, where we give the hottest paper supplies. I should get paid for that plug, but anyway, I'm not gonna. So
Yeah, ship me your TV.
I'm gonna send my boss this clip, and then be like, pay me. I need a
Pay me.
bonus. Can I get a
I'll
raise?
help y'all.
If y'all parents need office supplies, tell them to go to Office Max.
I forgot to mention.
Max.
I forgot to mention that I've been dead recently because Prime Day just ruins my life for like a whole week at work.
Oh no, yeah.
Dude, so many people in Seattle bought Amazon Fire Toshiba TVs. So many people.
Those Toshiba Fire TVs are fire.
Dude,
I'll say, like, what you gonna do about it? Sometimes it
actually
be that way.
thousands.
I'm not surprised.
I wish I could show
great-
all the pictures to the stream because
The great
it's
Fire TV
ridiculous.
Well,
migration.
I'm sure if you follow at RT
RT Artillery, I got you, B.
yeah, you will
I
find
need to change that.
pictures of TVs.
I'm angry because there's a guy named Artie who tweets like once every 5 months, so it's barely I can't take his fucking thing.
You can message him.
Well, he
if
joined.
you really want it,
Dude, he
pay
joined in 2007
No, you can pay. Ask him.
to get that name.
That's nice. He doesn't tweet enough to care, you know. So like, just ask him. How many followers does he have?
More than me.
How many? Like, is it a lot?
I don't know, like only like 100 more.
No, yeah, we'll bully him. All right, I'm just kidding. Don't bully
See,
him. I'm
don't.
hella kidding. Guys,
For
please.
me, at Luxray is a Russian account that was created somewhere within 2007
Well, I mean-
2009, and the one tweet it has up is to a Russian website that tells me to download something.
Well, I
That
bet
doesn't
they,
sound like the person
Well, I
owns
bet
it.
what happened
Yeah.
was
Don't click the link.
I
don't
don't.
click the link.
I didn't click the link.
I'm proud of you.
any popular fictional character is going to get their name taken quickly, and Pokemon, all of them are popular, even like the shitty ones. So it's like, if you like, yeah, it makes sense that
I got mine. Like, shoot, I'm just kidding. I don't. M2 is not.
it makes sense that those would be taken. I'm not actually surprised. Like if I tried to call myself Lucario, like that shit's gonna be super taken.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, I kind of interrupted you there with the.
It's all good. Yeah, I got a job. And that's been nice. I am trying to
Making the
shift
monies.
things around. Yeah. That's been nice. But also I started internship at a counseling agency. For context, I'm a graduate student at George Fox, specifically in marriage and family therapy. That's what I'm trying to get a master's in. For those of you who don't know me too well, you probably think I'm like 17 or 18, Luxray's age.
But in reality, he's
I'm
16.
like 20. What? Yes, I'm 16. I'm just a prodigy, man, in grad school at 16.
Yeah.
No, I'm 25. But I don't look the age.
I thought you were like 23.
I know.
I thought he was 23.
I
He's
mean,
not.
I'm old, but I look young. I'm not old, but
You're
in
not
context of like life, obviously. But
in context of esports.
in esport, honestly, you'd be more surprised. In context of, I guess, the
In context of
PNW, yeah, I'm on the
esports?
older end. But in context of esports,
He's
nah,
like-
dude, I'm
I
like
guess
I'm
not
like
in
in the
sports.
smack dab
He's
middle.
like the here's
On the young
consider this. YouTube considers 18 to 24 and then 25 to 30 as two separate demographics. So
Yeah.
you're like on that
I'm like in the
borderline.
middle. I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I felt too. But anyway, like for Smash, it's a little different. But watch, it's gonna change. You'll see in Ultimate because a lot of these like Zero is gonna be 25 when Ultimate's in its prime. You know what I mean? Like he'll be at my age at that because he's like 23 right now, something like that. So anyway, so I started that. That's been really busy.
MK Leo's going to be like a whole 9 years old by the time Ultimate really hits its stride.
It's gonna. Is this puberty? Anyway, so he's anyway, but so yeah, I've been starting that. I started that in early June 4th, for context, and we're in July 21st, so it's been almost a couple months.
Been a sec.
And yeah, I'll be starting. I'm in the practicum phase, which is like the pre-internship phase. And then internship is just basically practicum on steroids. A little bit more intense, but I still have free time to play Smash and to run stuff. But it's really taught me, this season of my life has taught me how to manage my time, because otherwise this would not be possible. I'd either be doing terribly in internship, which I'm not, I'm doing pretty well, or I would be doing terrible here, which I wouldn't say terrible, we're not doing terrible at all, but we're in the middle of transitioning for both Cannon and I too. So we've been doing well with that, and that's been like, life's changed quite a bit, and it's been good. It's a good season of growth. So that's where I've been at. I haven't been playing this game that much, and I'm really glad that I got on the States PR right before this happened, because I don't know if I would have gone on if I missed it. But I've gotten to a point right now where I feel really comfortable in my gameplay, and because of that, I don't practice that much anymore. But then I go to tournaments, and I just like my neutral game, like I feel comfortable enough in it, and I can always learn. Obviously, I'm not gonna say I'm busted or anything. I'm not, but it doesn't take much for me to get back into things, right? It's like the training wheels and kind of analogy.
It's like riding a bike.
Yeah, just go back right into it. And the thing is, I still go to tournaments every weekend, so it's like it's a week off. Like I go to tournaments like Friday, Saturday, Sunday-ish, or not even Saturday anymore. Rip. Friday, Sunday, and then I don't really do too much throughout the week, and then I do it again. It's whatever. And so I've been doing well. Actually, I think it's really helped me because I don't have as bad habits. Like, my habits aren't like as solidified.
Yeah.
But my neutral thought process is still the same, and it just takes me a little bit to get good with movement. So,
Mm-hmm.
that's been a blessing. So that's where I've been at right now. Gearing up for this PR season to end. I'm talking with Trident and a bunch of the remaining other PR council members for Oregon's state PR. It's going to end. The cycle is going to end at the end of July. So a couple more weeks. We actually have exactly 4 tournaments left throughout Oregon for it to count. Oh, actually, not including the Corvallis ones too. But the Corvallis ones are iffy. Anyway, that's a whole different story.
Yep.
But
time's running out.
Time's running out. It's an interesting battle that's going on. So anyway, we can talk more about that later. But that's not for now.
Yeah,
let's get it.
I
also learned what a skedit meant.
Yeah,
and I didn't like it at the time.
That is a recent thing.
Yeah, I didn't like it at the time. I was like, "What are these people saying? Freaking a skedit?" And then I said it out loud to myself, and I was like, "That sounds like let's get it." And then I like confirmed. Yeah, and then I confirmed with someone, and they're like, "That's what that means." I was like, "Oh," I was like, "Let's get it," and I just kept going with it. And for all of you guys who are, good friends of mine, I'm sorry because I say too much now.
Yeah. Well, that's it in terms of us, but in terms of the actual team, we've been making a couple more improvements. I some stuff got put on hold when Ultimate got announced. We
had to recover.
Yeah, we had to recover. That's a good way of putting it. I had a couple of things in the planning stage that I just threw out the window because who cares anymore. Ultimate came out. Ultimate's coming out.
Abandoned ship.
You just gotta change focus.
No, yeah,
right. So, so we've kind of recently shifted, kind of pivoted where our stance in terms of what we're focusing on.
Yeah,
and you guys can look forward to a whole bunch of cool new stuff. It's in the pipelines right now, so it's not quite done, not quite ready, but we are working on a whole bunch of cool new stuff.
Yes.
And probably gonna look forward to a lot more like consistent output.
Yeah.
Compared to what we've had in the past.
Yeah.
Not to mention that Chasen is now in SoCal. So that's actually been really good. He's been able to go to a whole bunch of tournaments down there, and it's been a good experience. He's meeting a whole bunch of new people. He's been playing Ultimate for the last couple of days at Comic-Con.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, he's gonna go to his YouTube
first
channel.
Of the brothers.
Chasen has a YouTube channel. If you go there, he's gonna be putting up some sets that he's recorded.
He's the first brother to witness the glory.
Yeah,
sounds very cultish. And then Ian was the second brother.
Ian was the
Ianology.
Yeah, it's a dog.
Oregon's resident Bailman.
It's Eichel. Yep, and Eichel is still here and still very, very cute.
Say something, buddy.
Eichel, get the squirrels.
He's trying to trigger him, man.
Eichel, trigger his PTSD.
Eichel. Squirrels.
Yeah, so that's been the team. But now we can get into
Taken aback.
now we can get into the main topic, and that is Smash Ultimate.
You should queued up the theme.
I have a metal version of the theme that's my ringtone now. Yeah. It's a burp 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 burp.
Take it away, Eichel.
Squirrels. Squirrels.
Eichel is very quiet,
Squirrels.
except for when he sees a squirrel.
Yeah,
Squirrels.
He doesn't make noise unless you have to accidentally step on him, which is really easy because he was under your feet.
Get him!
Eichel, get him!
Couldn't have said that better myself.
God, he's adorable.
Right. Anyway,
yeah. So, what do you guys think
about Ultimate?
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Wait. Let's make this interesting.
Okay.
Summarize.
Yes.
Ultimate.
Yes.
In 5 words or less.
Yes. Excited.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. It's gonna be lit.
That was more.
Get out of here, bro.
Get outta here.
Get out of here,
Alright,
man.
Sham.
let me put an actual like conversation topic on the table.
Okay. Well, let's actually hold up.
Save it.
Because
Save it. Hold on to it.
I have
Hold
a
on to
list.
it.
I have a list.
Hold on to it.
I have a list, and we might
Eichel
go
list
over it at some point during the list.
Yeah.
So the first thing is, what do you guys think about like how the game looks? It's, overall, it's like
Delicious.
It looks like
Delicious.
it definitely looks like Smash 4,
It's a snack.
but
It's very similar.
looks better.
I mean, like I think a lot of the difference in visuals that was involved with the different games is actually a matter of like graphical fidelity rather than style. Like a lot of the time, it's not like the characters have changed that much over games, right?
Yeah.
A lot of it has to do with like aesthetic differences based on like hit effects and like sound effects, right? Like consider like Brawl kind of had like a like loud thud every time you hit somebody, whereas like in Smash 4 it was like, I don't know, it's just like, yeah, it's like faster.
Yeah.
And in Melee there's like no sounds at all when it's just all
It's like
people
very
yelling.
Little hits, and unless you get a spike, then it's loud as super loud. It's like. Like the mark, you know what I mean?
And then in 64 like the hits are just like extremely huge, like massive, like like
Yeah.
every single time, but there's very little character noise. But other than that, like most of the games are very, very similar, like aesthetically. So when people are like, "Oh, this looks like Smash 4," I'm like, "It looks like a Smash
Right,
Brothers
yeah.
game."
Like, what are you gonna? Yeah, like they're not gonna change.
It looks like a game in the Super Smash Brothers
like
series.
graphics are only gonna advance so far, right? But at the same time, if like for those who pay attention enough to Smash 4's graphics and then they look at,
I mean, like
Ultimates,
superficially, it's very similar,
superficially, exactly, yeah.
but like a lot of the things that
they're different.
happen in that game look very, very different.
Look very
And so when
different,
people say it looks like Smash 4, I think what they're saying is that the leap in fidelity from the Wii U to the Switch has been very small, so
Yeah.
there's not like been a huge change in like the models or even like the way
Yeah,
the stages
I
look.
think that like mostly what it is that because the jump from Brawl to Smash 4, one of the reasons why like graphically it was so big is because in Brawl they tried to make things look like more realistic.
Yeah.
Like
denim
you
overalls.
like you look at Mario's overalls, like Toon Link's hair.
Yeah,
It's like
Toon
it
Link
has
looked
like
weird.
the realistic texture, but not like
it
the
looked
shape.
weird. Yeah, Link also looked weird too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brawl definitely had that kind of thing going on.
But then like in Smash 4 they just like I'm not sure what.
Smash 4, what they did was they just tried to make it as faithful to whatever game they were from.
Yeah.
Right? And Smash 4 actually had like a lot of theming to do around being faithful to whatever game they were from. They
nice.
changed a whole bunch of characters, and they added the characters that they added, like as DLC, from outside. They all functioned uniquely based on the games that they were from.
Yeah, they did a very good job of that, especially with
And-
Bayo,
and,
with
yeah.
Ryu.
And Toon
Yeah.
Link, for example, got like his he got his cell shading back.
Yeah.
He didn't look
Mhm.
like a weird Twilight Princess Toon Link.
Yeah.
Like a Twilight Princess mutant.
Yeah. He did.
Yeah.
He does. He
You-
looks like a
like-
mutant in Smash.
You know how I
Brawl.
think the best example I can give is like in Sonic 06 where there's like anthropomorphic hedgehogs,
Yeah.
but there's also like just
Human beings.
just like regular dogs.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
kind of weird. It's like the goofy.
It's like Toon Link is the Sonic, and then Link and like Zelda and Sheik are like regular dogs.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's even worse in like imagine like. So Sonic 06 is really bad, but there's also the thing in, what is it? Sonic. What's the one where he turns into a stupid werewolf?
Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah, that one has like gross mutant humans, and it's almost worse because they look.
Yeah, because they try to make them look like really cartoony.
Yeah, they tried to make them look cartoony, like the dumb furries, but it didn't work.
See, their biggest mistake was putting humans in the game.
Their biggest mistake was making more Sonic games. Anyway,
Hey, take that back. Take it back.
I won't.
All right, so we're
Anyway,
gonna come back to the actual topic. So as far as like the graphics are concerned,
back to graphics.
I like it a lot. I just think Hopefully they'll change this like when the actual game comes out. I feel like a lot of it was felt washed out. Like it looked a little washed out. Like you see Pikachu
Ultimate?
in Ultimate, yeah. Do you see Pikachu? Like he looks good. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna say they don't look good, but if you see Pikachu's like the yellow tone, it's very washed out compared to like the vibrant Pikachu in Smash 4.
I think I know what you're talking about.
And there's like a gloss.
I think I know what you're talking about. I think also
Some of
like
the
the stages.
textures.
I think the stages in Ultimate are more colorful than the fighters.
But I don't. I think
Then-
also
then-
they
then,
just
like-
changed the fighters too.
Well, they might have changed the fighters, but I think it's actually more of an issue of contrast in that the stages in Smash 4 generally were a little bit more toned down and washed out compared to Smash Ultimate.
Yeah.
Right. So in contrast, the fighters don't stand out quite as.
I feel like it's a little bit of both. Yeah.
I mean, it could be both of those things, but also, I was going to say, like, the main difference in the visuals is in the menus and the loading screens and the actual hit effects, and not so much in the stages or the characters. And
Yeah.
so that's when people look at a game, they're like, well, what do the characters in the stages look like? Because those are the things that you look at the most with your eyes. But the actual most interesting changes, I think, were how
trying to do it to you.
the
Don't do this to me.
like the menus have changed and how like there's a lot of it just looks clean. Like when it's loading, it's not just a black screen with a little spinning loading icon. It's like a cool like versus screen, right?
Yeah, no, it looks cool.
There's been a lot of changes like that make the game a lot more interesting to look at. There's not like dead space where it's like boring to look at, you know.
I definitely feel like Ultimate is a lot more shifted towards being a spectator sport, with the way that like like the best examples I can give is how when you take a stock, it shows the best examples I can give of why I think Ultimate is more geared towards being a spectator sport is because like the stock count. Like when you take a stock, it shows like the splash screen of like the stock count.
Yeah.
It shows
who
the
has
current
what stocks?
Yeah.
And there's also the like the final hit effect where like it zooms in real close.
Early pop-offs are gonna happen though because a lot of it's DIable.
sure.
That's not true to the actual game.
Yeah, no, it's
terms
like
of-
Red Lightning where if where it doesn't
it doesn't factor in DI.
it doesn't factor in DI when it makes the calculation of whether or not to show the red lightning.
Yeah.
So the same thing happens here with the zoom-ins,
Yeah.
where people have lived zoom-ins,
Here's one thing.
which I think is actually cooler. I think it would be a little bit less hype if a zoom-in only happened if you were 100% dead, because then you have to like wallow in your death for a second.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Whereas
like factor or whatever.
whereas in this game it's like Tekken, where there is that period of time where it's like a mystery, like am I gonna win or am I gonna lose? Like am I gonna die or am I gonna live?
Is this it?
Yeah.
Is this it?
Is this it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yo, how many? Okay, all right. Side conversation / side bet. How many is this it's are gonna happen in that zoom in?
Oh, millions.
It's
so
countless, dude.
many.
You know what we need to do? We need to make a video, like wait a year, and then make just
Like
video
a
to-
compilation.
Is this it?
Like
Is this
a
it? Is this it?
compilation.
Yeah, exactly. And then it'll just be like this, and there's just,
oh, baby.
I'm gonna take the leap of faith.
He like fell.
This dude better catch me, cause I swear to God, if he doesn't, I'm gonna sue.
guys
I'm
carry on
gonna
the
send him to the
conversation.
doggo
All right.
authorities. All right, here, a couple things to consider too. Two things we have not seen yet that will be interesting to think about. The winner screen, right? Because you know how it's changed,
Yeah.
right? For doubles. I wonder if they're gonna do cool things together, or if it'll just be like one person's gonna be a backer.
If it's Fox
Like one of them's gonna be like doing like a little
give
no,
each
no,
other
no.
like high fives.
That'd be lit. But like, okay, no. Think of it. Think
By
of
the
this
way, I'd like to point out that they haven't, and that there's been doubles that we have seen that they don't have that. So
Oh, they showed it. Wait, how did they? What was the thing?
there were doubles matches
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
people-
Invitational.
I know, yeah, but then how did it end? I don't remember.
It was just like Smash 4.
Yeah.
Was this just two of them?
I think it was
Yeah.
just like Smash 4.
Ah,
They just-
that would have been lit if one of them was just like doing like a dance, you know, like King Vader, like,
Yeah.
and then the other one just like, you know what I mean, like
Yeah, like the
dance, you know, like you know what I'm saying, like I don't know how to do.
bye, baby.
You drove him away by doing your.
I love
dance.
you.
There he goes.
Michael's like good riddance. Oh man, he's gone. He's gone.
He wants
Up
to
the
like.
stairs.
He wants to.
Oh,
get some
he's
food or
like
something.
fucking nerd. See ya.
Yeah.
They're talking about Smash
See
Ultimate.
ya.
I'm out.
See you later, version.
I'm dip. What do you
And-
guys think of
Also,
Here, one last thing.
no.
one last
no.
thing?
Go ahead.
No, go.
Oh,
Do your
I'm
last
the
thing.
one last thing. I thought you were.
No, you're the one last
No,
thing.
by all means.
But what if there's two last things? Anyway, there aren't. I'm just kidding. So another thing to consider that hasn't happened, and I know this hasn't happened, how hype it'll be when a doubles set ends with someone doing a last hit thing into another last hit thing.
The zoom in only happens in singles.
Yeah, pretty sure it only happens in singles.
They said so. So this is the score. The score only happens in singles as
Don't
well.
talk to me.
Cool. So what do you guys think about, like, this has been kind of something that's been pretty divisive, and it's like the balloon physics. How when the knockback has changed, like, drastically, the way that it works. In that fighters are sent super far and lose momentum quickly, rather than maintaining momentum over time to reach the same distance.
I'm a little worried about it because, like, I'm scared it might hurt combo potential. But there's also, I really do like it because it just speeds up gameplay, which is why it's there.
I like it a lot. I mean, at first I was like, "Ooh, difference, change, no," but and then I did this little thinking about it. And
I mean, like, consider the fact that the way that knockback and hit stun has worked in this game, hit stun has been changed like every single game.
Yeah,
but knockback has stayed relatively similar
until now.
So people kind of like cringe at that, but that doesn't mean that there's like a bad experience in our past. All it means is that, and because it's only the knockback, and it's not like how far we get knocked back, it's how quickly you get there.
Yeah.
Right? But the hit stun is still relatively the same.
It'll still be cool.
So a lot of combos are going to work exactly the same. Right? And the only combos that are going to work differently are the ones where you have to hit them after, like, getting like a ledge cancel or something that interrupts your recovery so that you can hit them before the knockback from the move you just hit them with finishes.
That's an interesting observation.
Right?
Yeah.
So what's going to die with this change in terms of combos is going to be stuff like Fox's downer into up smash. That's gone. Right? But up tilt into up air is definitely not going to be gone. Right?
No,
so like the basic bread and butter combos are still going to be there. It's going to be like the weird kill confirm stuff, or the weird combos that they weren't intended.
I feel like new kill confirms will just rise in their place.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is, like, this game isn't going to be the same, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Right?
No, it's good.
And the knockback is something. It's honestly mostly visual. I don't think it's going to actually affect.
Yeah, and actually the more thing about I like it because it's like it gives off that like the Dragon Ball Z effect of like you hit them and then they go flying and they kind of stop, and then while they're still in hit stun you follow up with something, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's cool. Like I like that, and it also adds to the increase in pace of the game because the game itself neutral wise has just become a lot faster.
It feels faster.
More of a spectator sport.
Yeah.
Like I said.
Yeah.
It's gonna
you said that?
It's gonna,
yeah, I said it was.
I'm totally kidding.
It's gonna be easier to
I know.
follow DI.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is something I'm actually really excited about. Because it's gonna make being hit scarier.
Because you're literally floating there for a moment longer in one area.
Yeah. So
compared to being lobbed.
So let's move on. What about directional air dodges and one air dodge per
that's
hitting
awesome.
the floor?
It's perfect.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's perfect.
With me. Air dodges were way too good before.
No, I love it.
How do you think it's gonna affect like
For Glory?
How do you think it's gonna affect
anymore?
How do you think it's gonna? Well, yeah. How do you think it's gonna affect which characters are considered good?
Cloud.
Do you think Cloud's gonna be better or worse?
Worse.
Interesting.
Because it's gonna be like it's not gonna be as easy to juggle people anymore, because they can just directional air dodge out of the way.
Juggling
and then like you'll
is
probably have reached the ground by the time you can like.
I wouldn't say he's gonna be worse. He'll be less brain dead because the
Well,
game
yeah,
itself
he'll
is
be
gonna be
less-
less brain dead. Like
I don't mean like he's gonna be bad. He's no way he's gonna be bad.
Like I guess it's a passive nerf, but it's not
Yeah.
like that. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. But
Yeah.
I did talk to Chasen, who has been playing Ultimate. He says that Cloud it's harder to juggle with Cloud.
Yeah.
Specifically what I asked him is Cloud better when pressing up in the air, or is he worse when pressing up in the air? And he said he's worse because it's easy
Compared to Smash
directionally air dodge.
Yeah.
Because basically what you can do is you can drift one way, and Cloud has to follow you, and you can air dodge to change your drift, and Cloud's not able to move his drift quickly enough.
His option coverage
to cover it.
will still be good. Maybe not as.
They have to read
the damage. Well, they can't they just wait? Like if Cloud's in
They
the
can wait and
ground,
punish you, but they're not going to be able to keep you up in the air.
Yeah, then that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
get at. I was gonna be like, his option coverage will still be really good, but it won't be as
He's got a big sword. Man.
oppressive.
He can't reset the situation.
Like
the
he can
same
just
way.
chuck out Nair, man. He can just be like, okay, are you gonna
Yeah.
direction air dodge? Okay, you direction
Well,
air dodge.
No,
jump Nair.
because
Or-
Nair's a lot smaller.
oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Nair's a lot smaller.
Back air.
I think that
Slide into them DMs with that down tilt.
I think that you're right. That Cloud's gonna be a little bit less powerful in this game, especially with his recovery not being good as well, is going to hurt him even more than it did in Smash 4 because one air dodge.
There's also like he can use directional air dodging to recover.
He can use directional air dodging to recover once,
Well, yeah.
right? But that doesn't make his recovery better. What happens with this is pressure off stage is a lot scarier, and pressuring Cloud off stage is a really good thing to do.
Yeah.
So what's going to end up happening is that characters with poor recoveries are going to get punished more for their poor recoveries.
Dude.
And characters with good recoveries are going to get punished more even though they have good recoveries, because when they get threatened off stage, like consider Rosalina and Luma, they have a poor recovery, but it can get pretty far, right? And so a lot of the time they would get punished and then they would just recover again. Or they would go deep because they can just air dodge every threat that comes to them off stage, and then they can use their recovery to get back to the stage even though they're super deep. Whereas in this game, you're going to have to kind of make a decision on what you're going to be able to do off stage before, so that you can actually, because now you can only air dodge one attack while you're off stage, and you can only directionally air dodge when you're not that low, because there is a lot of end lag on that, and you can't up B directly afterwards. You have to wait for like a whole like 2 seconds almost.
Yeah,
So
it's great.
so characters like Rosalina and Luma, when they're off stage, if I'm Mario or whatever, and I just back air off stage, they can only air dodge one of those.
Yeah.
Which means that they're going to have to recover sooner, which means that their recovery is more linear for every character in the game. Which means that edge guarding is going to be stronger.
Yeah, and so for like people who people are like, for those who are pressing like the Mario, for example, if the player like studies the situation well enough and studies that character's disadvantage, the other characters, they can know how to just frame trap them pretty much essentially into air dodging, but then they can just punish them for that, Sure. And so it's like, this game is honestly, and what I like also about it is the fact that it's become very stage control, because what that in my opinion does, I like neutral. That's just me as a preference. I like neutral even more than combo game. I like
Sluggy
combo
wants
game.
background music. Hold on, let me.
Yeah.
I can do that.
So I was gonna mention that too, but you saw it anyway. So like I like the idea that this game is primarily stage control based. I'm still picking Sheik, boys. So good. And so it's gonna be like that, and I like that. I feel like a lot of Melee players who were looking into going into Smash Ultimate, if they are okay with transitioning, with the other pieces that make the other Smash games different from Melee, will like that change. I really like it.
Yeah.
Gimps are much easier to do because it's stage
Gimps are a lot
based.
easier to do, yeah.
I like the fact that disadvantage sucks more.
Disadvantage is just
in general
so much.
For everyone. Like, in general, for like, it doesn't just screw over one or two characters. Yeah.
You can just...
It's hard. Anyway, so I really like that fact about it, and it's gonna make games faster. I think stocks will increase to 3 at least.
Stocks, definitely increase. I think the rule set, I think it's probably gonna be like 3 stocks, 6 minutes.
Yeah,
I think probably 6 minutes is gonna work, but I can actually see that being pushed higher to give characters that have a slower playstyle a chance to like get those stocks right.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we did so Melee is 4 stocks 8 minutes for singles, and I think it's likely that we would I think it's likely that we would probably get like maybe 7 minutes or something like that, just to give characters a chance to have that kind of playstyle.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, I'm telling you not to touch it because I'm listening. I'm trying to get this music thing working.
I don't want to talk because it's gonna destroy me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I am very excited about that feature. Also, but the thing I'm excited for the most is the movement options.
Oh yeah.
In this game, Being able to attack at or do literally any option out of dash, which is great. And then the foxtrotting being very similar, if not the exact same for everyone, minus a few different changes per character. Gameplay is just going to be so fast. It's going to be very neutral based, very stage control based, and it's going to be crisp. I don't know if you guys have seen like videos of people playing Mewtwo, for example. Mewtwo's lightning quick. It's just quick. Like, not everyone's fast, but everyone's quick.
Yep.
If the player is skilled enough technically to do it. I don't know how easy the foxtrotting is going to be, but I saw some people.
It's super easy now.
Is it like melee kind of?
Everybody has Cloud.
Yeah, I've seen
But
I've seen Marth do like melee.
But you don't have to
stuff.
like cancel or anything. Or is it like a right left thing?
It's like a right left.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
Marth is gonna be back to like
gross.
he's gonna be back to like melee dash dancing.
Yeah, it's gonna be very similar to that. I think. I think that's the most likely thing is that it's gonna be like an
That's
in between of
everyone.
like Smash 4 and Melee.
That's everyone. That's so great.
Yeah.
That's gross, but great. Gross in the sense it's going to be disgusting what's going to come up. How people are going to win neutral is going to be amazing.
Oh, they're gonna get one hit, then they can take it super.
There's going to be so many shimmies, so many shake and bakes, so many crossovers, ankle breakers.
There's gonna be a lot of ankle breakers.
A lot of
It's
ankle
gonna be
breakers, bro.
sick.
It'd be funny if you could introduce the brawl tripping as like a, and they literally trip and just like,
no, stop there.
and then a bunch of people in the urban neighborhood.
What if
watching
like
basketball,
on
they'll be
December? What if like December 6th, Sakurai like announces like, all right,
Tripping.
Oh, by the way, there's tripping.
there's tripping, and you can air dodge as many times as you want, and ledge hogging is back.
Smash Ultimate Easy mode.
What if like
I wouldn't care because it's not competitive.
what if there's like a week 1 patch where like everybody gets used to Ultimate, and then it's just like Brawl air dodge or like Smash 4 air dodging is back, Brawl tripping is back. Ouch.
Every bad mechanic. Also, wait, no side Bs because 64.
I'm surprised no one has made a mod or developed like something similar to where they bring in all the bad things, all like based on consensus of Smash games.
Falcon up
And
smash
to
to
one
Falcon
game.
punch is a true combo again.
Where and when?
Smash
and how and
64
why.
because
I don't play this.
Smash 64.
Really?
Yes.
Falcon Punch, the F Smash to Falcon Punch?
Up smash to Falcon punch.
How does that work?
You can't air dodge.
Oh, so you just jump Falcon Punch?
Just up smash jump Falcon punch. I'm for real. That game is a fucking tragedy. Like
What was the
it's
Yeah, it's the
first one,
first one.
but God.
For all you psychology people, it's the Sigmund Freud of Smash, dude. Like, it had to happen. It was the pioneer.
Yeah.
But a lot of it was wrong.
It had,
So-
it had to establish the formula.
A lot of the theory behind it was wrong, but they had the right idea, and those people took that as a lead and made it into something great.
Yeah.
Shout out to psychology.
It's that's the
Sigmund Freud.
psychology.
Someone had to do
Absolutely.
it. Someone had to do it.
Somebody had to do it.
You know what?
Rip link up.
You know I had to do it to him. As he says, he strokes his chin. So, what do you guys think about like Ridley and Inklings?
I think
And-
Ridley's gonna be like busted the first like maybe couple months of the meta, and then either Ridley's gonna get nerfed or people are gonna
Yeah.
figure out Ridley's counterplay.
So, okay, for me, initially when I saw Ridley get introduced, I was like banned because I thought he was busted, but I don't think he is. I saw him getting played a little bit, and I know it varied in terms of skill level between the players because there was like the Japanese Invitational that happened shortly after the main Invitational and the reveal, and some of the stuff from the reveal and the Invitational for Smash with like Abadonga with like I think Plup played Ridley a little bit, and here's the thing, like he has some stuff that's really powerful and it may get patched later, but the dude I don't think is that fast. I know he's got some auto cancelable things, but with the combination of what can happen in Smash Ultimate in terms of movement, I think he's gonna get wrecked.
Yeah, Captain America is not going to be that good in this game. He's.
What?
Have you guys not heard about that?
Heard about what?
Japan's calling Ridley Captain America because the only reason he's in is because a whole bunch of people from the U.S. wanted him to be in.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
Oh, I would not have gotten that
I
unless he
wouldn't.
told
I had
me.
no idea.
that was like that was on Twitter and it was in like gaming news for a week. Whatever.
I guess they think Ridley's silly to be in. He's kind of
No, it's just like they don't care about Metroid Metroid's not.
That's mainly an American thing.
Yeah,
People like.
or it's Western thing.
Yeah.
Like Japan likes. Like, look, think about all
Fire
the
Emblem,
think about all the
Pokemon.
characters that were added in Smash before like Smash 4. None of them were like American audience picks.
Fire Emblem.
Dude, nobody knew
So,
who
like,
Marth and
Pokemon?
or
No,
Roy
no
were.
one knew. It
That was,
took
from,
se-
that was from Melee, but yeah.
took
I know, that's
7
what I'm
games.
saying.
Oh,
In the
okay,
games
yeah.
before Smash 4,
Yeah.
no
okay.
Western audience was thought of.
Fire Emblem, yeah,
It
yeah.
took 7 games and Super Smash Brothers Melee for Fire Emblem to make it over here. And
Mhm.
it didn't get popular until Awakening.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Like consider so Ridley, Banana and Cloud are like the first
well,
really like well regarded like Western, because like all of those characters are from Japanese games, obviously, right? But they're more popular in the West than they are in Japan overall, right? Like I'm not saying that they're not popular in Japan. What I'm saying is that the West cares about them more than Japan does as characters.
Yeah.
I'd argue that maybe Final Fantasy is equally or more popular.
Final
in
Fantasy,
Japan.
yes.
Yeah.
Cloud specifically?
No, not Cloud specific.
That's what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like Japan cares a lot more about like the more recent Final Fantasy games.
Noctis,
Noct
and
in
Smash
Tekken.
DLC.
Noctis is in Tekken.
Yeah, Noctis already in Tekken.
Noctis is gonna be in Smash, guys.
That'd be cool.
Sora is
I would.
gonna be
That would
in
be
Smash.
super cool. I'd be hyped if
hope.
Noctis was in
Yeah,
Smash.
I hope.
Sora is gonna
That'd
be
be
in
lit.
Smash.
I don't
I
think
think-
he's going to because Disney,
think
but
Yeah, he's the character that would really fit well
Oh yeah,
in
he
Smash,
fits
but then
super
he
because
fits
of like
he
the
fits like the aesthetic
yeah,
really
but
well.
then the legal stuff with the partners, the business.
But there's
associated
just
with
no way.
Disney,
Like
See-
I want it to, but it's not going to.
See, if Sora makes it in Smash,
Then Mickey would
there
be-
will
Dude,
be
if
very,
Sora-
there will be very minimal.
If Sora makes it into Smash, that opens up all of Marvel. It opens up all of the rest of Disney. It opens up Star Wars.
If Sora
Okay.
makes it in Smash, there will be very minimal.
Well, Star Wars,
Like-
they weren't primarily games, though. Wasn't that the kind of the rule?
I don't care.
long
It's
am I gonna
Disney.
get interrupted?
Like-
how long am I gonna get interrupted?
But then it's Sakurai too. So
I don't. What I'm
it's a
saying is,
free-flowing
what I'm
conversation,
saying
let's
is, it's
say.
not
I've
going to
been
happen.
interrupted for like an hour. So anyway,
What I'm
so-
saying is, it's not going to
Right.
happen.
yeah.
I wish it would, because it would fit really well. But I just
Yeah.
don't think there's too much. I don't know. Disney controls their IPs too much.
Yeah, it'll be that, and also that relationship between Disney and Sakurai would be, I don't know, because Sakurai likes his stuff the way he likes
Well,
it,
'cause-
and Disney likes his stuff the way they like it.
Well,
you
and
know,
Kingdom
so I
Hearts
don't know.
happened before
Those are cool.
Star Wars and Marvel got acquired.
Yeah.
Right?
The Kingdom
So
Hearts
it's
is whatever.
like-
I meant like the other.
They were a little freer with their stuff back then.
Yeah.
Not necessarily that they were like throwing IPs around like wildly, like it's Disney.
Yeah.
But I think there's definitely like I think there's way less chance now that Disney's doing their own media
Mhm.
creation in terms of all their different IPs
Mm-hmm.
than it would be. And I think the only reason that Kingdom Hearts like still exists is because that contract was made like 20 years ago or whatever.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Don't get me wrong though, Kingdom Hearts.
I don't
super sick.
even know if Sora would make. If he does, then like Mickey would have to be in there, and that'd be a weird sight. But you know, Cloud got in, dog. Like I don't.
Honestly,
I really
honestly,
I wouldn't be surprised, dude.
they
I'd
just
be like,
wouldn't-
oh, it actually happened.
they don't have to push
Wow.
it that hard to have that work. Like all you need for Sora to be in is you need Donald and Goofy.
And that's
For the
it,
final
Disney.
Smash.
Yeah.
You don't need to.
You don't even need
you don't,
Mickey.
you don't need Mickey. Obviously, you wouldn't
Pretty
have
cool.
like Darth Vader come out and help.
No,
It-
they wouldn't
but-
like cross. Yeah.
What I'm saying is that like Disney, Disney is in control of that stuff too much.
What's with you
How-
and Lion King?
Huh?
What's with you and Lion
I
King?
love the Lion King, bro.
Yeah,
Sue me.
I noticed.
What's with you
I
and
watched that
hating
movie.
on the Lion
I started
King?
I
moving-
never said I don't put
Exactly.
words in my mouth. I didn't say I hate the Lion King.
Why
He
you
is
don't
not
have to ask questions about liking the
one of
Lion
us.
King then?
I like the Lion King.
One of us.
I like Lion King like an average person. You like Lion King like M2 does. You like Lion King a very
I'm Simba.
large, absurd amount.
Lion King was
Anyway.
the only Disney movie I intentionally watched more than once.
Anyway, now
Look,
that I have
my
the
parents,
floor,
My parents. Last thing,
When I was
because we
a kid.
mentioned Lion King, and then I'll let you have the floor. My parents got me when I was like 5 or something, like every weekend or whatever, I forgot what day, like every week at some point, they'd be like, they take me to Hollywood Video for all you
Hollywood
older
Video.
people who know what I'm talking about. You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a closed down like old Hollywood Video.
You don't have to front, Luxray. You don't have to. You got so mad. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. Goddamn. All right. So there was a time where that would happen, and every 5. So since I was like 5, and every weekend they're like, you can rent a movie, and I was like, I want The Lion King, and they're like, cool. And then this happened for years.
Every
They're
week.
like, Mertzu, and I'm like, hey, I'm like, you only want to watch, bro? I'm like, Lion King. They're like, you've been watching this. I'm like, I know. Like, what's the problem? I'm a square up.
The Lion King, dog.
Square up.
You
That's
guys,
my favorite Disney movie.
Do you guys want to talk about Smash Ultimate?
Yeah,
I do.
Simba and Smash,
Man, I
boys.
sure do. I want to talk about Ultimate.
Calm yourself.
I have not gotten a chance to talk.
Neither have I, boy, but I've not been saying anything. Y'all be talking about Sonic and stuff. Yeah, I'm not saying anything. I could have stopped y'all, but no. Have some mercy.
Wow, dude.
Have some grace. Now, put
speak-
that ego and sit
speaking of
down.
Speaking of
Sit it
Sonic,
down.
Shadow's gonna be in Smash.
Yeah, I think he will be.
Oh, he definitely will be, and
I
he
think
will
he
not.
will
He will not be a clone character. He will not be an Echo Fighter.
He'll be like a mix between a
they
clone
add-
character and an Echo Fighter. He'll be like
If they add
He will
Shadow
be-
and he's
Marth
not an Echo
has
Fighter.
to Roy as Sonic is to
yeah,
Shadow.
yeah.
If they add Shadow and he's
So
he's,
top 20.
If they add Shadow and he's not, if he adds Sonic
Oh, sorry,
or
I
Shadow
guess.
and he's not a clone character, then
Yeah.
he's gonna be DLC. But if they add Shadow and he is whatever Echo Fighter, then he's gonna be added before DLC. Because if they release Echo Fighter as DLC, there is going to be a natural disaster of complaints.
Yeah.
Um,
Unless like the DLC is like
What if they
like
show him? What if they
For
show him
free.
as like an in assist trophy, like a week
I will cry.
Shadow
and
was
I
an
will
assist
quit
trophy.
No, he's
Super
been one,
Smash
but they
Bros.
didn't show him at all this time. And I
They-
know
they
that
showed-
doesn't
they
mean
showed Knuckles.
They
I know
made
that doesn't
Knuckles
mean
instead of
he's
Shadow.
not
They
there.
made sure to show Lyn and Waluigi, but they didn't show Shadow.
They made damn sure to show Knuckles.
They're going
but
to
not
tease
Shadow.
you. They're going to tease you, and then they're gonna show Shadow at the last direct
Yeah.
as an assist trophy. Then he's gonna
Hell
pop up.
yeah.
He's gonna pop up, right? He's gonna
And
pop
then
out.
he's gonna be the assist trophy.
He's gonna pop up. He's gonna be like, "I'll help you this time, Sonic." And then he's gonna pop assist trophy, and then
Maybe I'll get my chance another day.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna get crumbed.
No, you'll get it now as an assist trophy.
As an assist trophy. Yeah, they did that, and they did that to Crumb. And then Sans gonna be like,
man.
"No, now is my chance to shine." And then Undertale music's gonna play
Oh my god.
Oh my
in the
god.
same clip.
Yo. No, okay, Sans is a Ness Echo Fighter.
Now that's an ultimate crossover. That's an ultimate ankle breaker.
The
right?
most ambitious crossover in media
Here's the
history.
Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah.
Sans and Smash Brothers.
Give a more iconic duo. I'll wait.
Oh
wait.
no. Okay. For real, do you guys think that Shadow's gonna be in?
Yes.
Okay. For real, do you think Sora's gonna be in?
No.
Cool. Glad everybody's on the same page. Do you
I'd be
guys think?
surprised, but it's
Yeah,
possible.
I'd-
I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
Do you think there's gonna be an ARMS character, or do they
No.
just drop ARMS like a dead fucking horse?
DLC? Maybe.
Yeah.
Is ARMS
there's, like,
still like a game
Yes.
that they update and give things to?
They may throw in the head, shoulders, knees, and toes DLC pack, but I don't know.
Yo,
So I like it. I like it.
Arms.
I'm not gonna laugh, but I like it.
Arms. Spaghetti hair guy.
They had one opportunity. Sorry, might be dog. I just
Me costume. Arms. Me costume.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Springman.
No.
I think
likely, but please
Springman.
don't.
Springman and base roster maybe. Yeah.
I honestly couldn't.
If ARMS is in the game, again it's gonna be like Shadow, where it's gonna be main roster.
I
and not
really
DLC.
couldn't give a flying fuck whether or not anything Arms is in the game. I don't care about Arms at all.
I think it like Nintendo could consider if Nintendo.
You don't care about your arms?
if Nintendo.
I care about my arms. I don't care about anybody else's arms.
If Nintendo intends to push ARMS as a product in the future, I think it's going to be in. But
yeah.
it seems like they're really focusing more on Smash Brothers and more on Splatoon 2 especially. So I think
they know those are the good games. That's where the money's at.
Arms, colon, and legs.
Arms featuring legs.
Featuring legs.
ARMS with legs
Arms,
as DLC.
Guest starring legs.
Yeah.
guest starring. They're not the main focus. though.
No. Even though I run the show and make it possible to move around.
If you guys got one pick of a character to get in that's not going to otherwise for sure,
Dante,
like a wild card.
Dante, DMC, Dante.
I didn't think about this, man. Oh, I have no idea.
All right, I'll give you like 10 seconds while I say mine. Okay. So my pick is still Samurai Goro, even though he's definitely already in assist
Who
trophies.
the fuck is Samurai Goro?
We need more F-Zero representation in this game, and I was on the Samurai Goro hype train 4 years ago.
My boy, what is an F-Zero?
Exactly.
Who is that?
Nintendo needs to remember.
Is that a
They
man?
had that in Mario Kart 8.
Oh,
They
you
have
know what that
a
would actually?
stage.
You know what actually would be really
You can
cool
buy it.
is if they added fuck. What's that? That's the god damn it. What's that item in Mario Kart 8? It's like the speaker.
The mic. I don't know what it's
I
called.
forgot
but I know
what
it's like
it's
a
called.
it's like a mic.
It's red and yellow. It's a box.
got like a
Yeah,
horn
it gets
on
rid
it.
of
barrier.
shells that are attacking
like
you.
shells, bananas. Yeah. I don't know.
That'd be cool as like an item in the game.
Yeah, that would be pretty.
As like
that?
in Smash 4, where it's like you just do it and all the items in the thing get like blown off the stage.
And like it also blows off characters too.
yeah, or something like
Yeah,
that.
that'd be
cool.
Actually, that's a pretty good idea. Sloky said, quote from Cave Story.
Quote,
Yeah.
but
Is that,
but
I
not
don't know.
okay. Just quote though, nobody else. That'd be cool.
My wild card. for
Balrog
making it-
from Cave Story.
Yeah.
Fight me.
My wild card for making it into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is Dante from the Devil May Cry series, but I don't think
I
it'll
want Nero
happen.
more.
I don't think it'll happen.
I don't think it'll happen
because-
either, but
I don't think it'll happen because he's in Marvel vs. Capcom. That's pretty much it.
I think
that's their character.
I think Ryu's already the Capcom insert, and they're not gonna put
Yeah.
more in. If they put another like Capcom character,
Well,
in,
Capcom's already got 2 in, so like
it's Mega Man and Ryu, and those are like the two.
yeah.
What, like
The Monster Hunter maybe.
Chun-Li?
I
Well,
do.
but they've
I
already
would,
got a
I
Street
would
Fighter.
lose my mind if Chun was in Smash.
Be
I
cool.
would fucking
I'd be down.
lose it.
Really cool. I can see it being implemented.
Yeah, Dante would be cool. I think Nero is definitely like more topical in terms of games coming out.
No, the new DMC game's coming out.
Yeah, and it's Nero is the main character.
Slap Goku in Smash.
Yes, he's the focus of the entire trailer.
Do you want a
I-
real?
Dante was a stinger at the very end.
I haven't
Okay.
seen the trailer. I just saw like, oh, new DMC.
Now you're Nero and you've got a cool like mechanical arm.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. He rides it like a rocket.
You know who else would be cool? As a wild card, Raiden
Oh, from
from
Revengeance.
from Revengeance.
I was gonna say like Metal Gear 2 Raiden or
no,
Revengeance Raiden.
Revengeance Raiden. Oh my god. Revengeance for me is a
Featuring
top
Dodger
5
from
game.
Crazy.
I could gush about that game all day. If
Revengeance.
that character made it in,
Okay,
I'd what?
platinum question. Revengeance 2 or, and hear me out on this one because this is actually pretty close. Wonderful 101 2.
Revengeance 2.
Revengeance 2?
Revengeance 2.
Okay. It's like a 50-50 split for me because both those games were amazing.
Oh, both those games are good, but
You think a character from Octopath Traveler is gonna get in?
No.
no,
I haven't played the game.
Hard no.
it's a no from me, dog.
Yeah, hard no. If they add
dude off of new games for sure though.
if they add a new character from like a JRP, like a really classic JRPG like that, it's gonna be like a Dragon Quest character or something.
Okay.
What other-
Because Japan.
JRPGs are there?
Oh, Octopath being an
Chrono
assist.
Trigger's out there. You could add like, I don't know what the main guy's name for Chrono Trigger is.
Yeah. Well, it's Chrono.
So
Oh.
okay, so low key, this is kind of like a meme pick, but it would be cool to see how they'd implement him, Goku, from a game.
Goku from the Dragon Ball Z
You're like the
series.
most weeaboo person here. What are you talking about? Anyway, so
Alright, sure, buddy.
Jiren,
Am
but
I
nobody
wrong?
else.
Let's take a look at
Just Jiren.
let's take a look at your Twitter handle profile pic history, bro. Like, not to shame that, it's great, but I'm not wrong.
We'll add Krillin. We'll add Krillin to Smash.
That'd be lit.
Okay.
Not
Let's
Goku.
get back on subject once you finish this. You done? or did you have a last?
So
word?
I just wait. So I just wait for you guys to let me make my.
No,
point.
make
you
your
said,
point.
You said 10 seconds.
Make your point.
And then y'all talked about
M2, I'd like to hear what you have to say.
Make your
Now
point.
you're rushing me. Now they're rushing.
This stream
me,
is
guys.
over. Goodbye.
No, don't leave.
Okay, then say what you wanted to
Oh,
say.
are you threatening me now? You threatening
Yes.
me? No.
Say it.
Y'all just spent like 2 minutes talking about random stuff, and you guys went off tangent. And okay, so literally I had two choices. I was in a pathway. I was like, do I pull the Luxray route and flare my ego,
Where you confront your problems like a man, or do you,
or do I take the smart route and let the flow of conversation take its course? But
Well-
then only to get rushed by you two,
I said let's bring it back.
and then y'all are rushing me.
right now you're taking the Luxray route.
You're
Or
taking the Luxray
confronting
route.
your problems.
Absolutely.
I'm taking the Lux route because I took the good guy route and got blasted for it.
Yes. Well, I mean,
Good guy turned villain, bro. It's a thing.
you either
Watch
die
the-
a hero,
Yeah, watch
or
Dark
you
Knight.
live long enough to see yourself become
the
Luxray.
villain.
Renegade for life.
Renegade for life. Shout out the headshot profile picture.
We have video just to watch. Like y'all watch this back later, guys. Whoever's watching in the YouTube or whatever.
No.
Look back. There are moments they don't notice, or I'm just like, and then nothing happens. I'm just like, and then I just wait, and I'm just sitting there staring at like some random spot.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, that's fine. I'm like, that's cool, man. I'll let the conversation go. And then me and Cannon talk for one split second, and he has one tangent. Luxray loses his mind. Loses his mind like the Joker, since we're on this Batman craze.
I am the guest. I desire to be treated as a guest, where I am given the floor where I want it.
Okay.
I like that positioning.
Go ahead and say your.
All right. So, here we go. So I would realistically, I want another Street Fighter character. Meme pick. I want Goku. But look. Everyone called the Cloud pick a meme pick, and it happened.
I voted.
You know what I mean? Like back in Brawl.
Here's the thing: is that Cloud is actually like a super cool, fun, interesting character. And
Maybe not Goku. Then another.
A lot of
easy
characters
character.
that people were like, yeah, Ridley have like there's a lot less basis in like actual gameplay for that. Like Ridley's a boss, right?
Yeah,
And it's harder to translate that over, which made it seem less likely. Obviously,
But it
Sakurai did it because we're all
For the
crazy.
fan service,
Because we're all
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
And yelled at him, and people made
like,
death
whatever.
threats and stuff. So
Yeah.
Waluigi. I'm not one of those. I don't.
So Waluigi is another one where it's just there's nothing. He was in tennis games and Mario Kart games.
He literally
Yeah.
Waluigi's lore is he showed up to play tennis one day. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Don't we want to know more about him?
No.
I don't want to know anything.
Yeah, I don't
bro.
give a fuck about Waluigi.
It doesn't matter.
bro.
I don't care about
Why?
him at all. I
Why?
just want him to be in the game because
Why?
I think it would be-
what substance does Waluigi have?
Dude, he's got like water powers and a tennis racket.
He has
It's a
water
man of
power?
mystery,
Yeah,
bro.
In
Did
the
you not
first
see
game
his-
that he was in, he swims through the air and
you-
like bubbles.
Did you not see his
appear
winning
behind
screen
him.
or whatever in tennis and tennis aces, whatever? Like he has like a rose or whatever, and he's got like
Yeah,
glasses,
he goes like.
Don't you want to know more?
No, I don't want to.
I don't want to know more. I
That's
just
a man
want
of
to.
mystery.
No. I don't want to know more. I just want to see more.
Slap him on a Dos Equis commercial, bro.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
dude.
the most interesting wah in the world. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
wah.
So. What I'm saying is, like, if you had like a completely out there random character
Bro, someone should meme
from
that.
anything ever,
We should do that.
from anything ever.
Why would you be
any-
hilarious? Oh, from anything ever?
Yeah, that's
you're
what-
giving me free reign.
Okay.
anything.
So like free reign for me is K-Naga
Scar.
save.
Scar. From line. You said anything, bro.
I know.
You didn't. You gave me the
Hey
power,
man, if
bro.
Sora is in
You know-
there, then maybe.
Scar, bro. And then you know the hideout in the first obviously the first Scar spoilers dead. In the first
Spoilers for Lion King from 1990,
1990 like four
or
It's like
something.
four, dude. I know this. Anyway, so the stage where like they sing the Be Prepared. You know the be
Yeah.
prepared. Like that
He's
would be
doing
a
the
stage. That'd
thing
be a
and all
stage.
the
That'd be a stage. And it'd be like a tour thing, and then you know the scene where they're doing like the Nazi-esque hyena thing.
What about a stage from The
Nazi-esque.
Lion King where it's just a bunch of animals carrying you around, like in the opening of the?
Are you mocking me?
No,
It's like
this is a real ass
no,
opinion.
keep going.
You know that where they're singing the song like "I Can't Wait to Be King" or whatever?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
And all
yeah,
the animals
the
are
watering
carrying him
hole.
around. Yeah. All the animals are like throwing him around and being like, "Oh, Simba's the best," right?
Yeah.
What about that? Except for instead of throwing him around, they're throwing like a platform around, and you fight on that, right?
Oh, like the rising
background
thing?
of the stage would be like this lion.
But it'd be
King
the animals?
Yeah.
You're a genius! Dude! It just hit me what you just like,
You know that stage that was in 3DS and it's in Ultimate where it's the background of the Pokemon City?
Yeah.
It'd be like that, but
like Poke Floats or whatever?
It's
No,
not
no,
Pokefloats,
not Pokefloats,
it's
not Pokefloats.
Luminosa City.
Yeah.
It'd be like that stage,
Genius.
but it would be
So genius.
Lion King.
And then you'd have Pride Rock, obviously.
Yeah.
And it'd be like
As this,
we got this guy. Anyway, so
so you're out there as Scar, and you're up close.
It's like luxtricized. I think it's ostracized.
So you're out there as Scar, and you're closer to reality as Goku.
No. So so Street Fighter character is something that could happen. I think. Really, like they can just add another one as DLC later.
Of all the Street Fighter characters, then like which one?
Like
for you personally,
that I want or would I think could happen?
Cammy.
I want Cammy, but I think Chun-Li because isn't she like the next
Yeah, she's
kind
the
of like
next
big
one.
name one?
well,
maybe-
Cammy.
maybe Ken.
Here's
Not Chun-Li. I mean.
here's the way I consider it. Cammy was in Street Fighter 2 after like 4 or 5 iterations of that game, and Chun-Li was in Street Fighter 2 from the very beginning.
Yeah, so I feel like they would give it to Chun.
Chun-Li is definitely like more of a fan favorite.
Yeah, yeah. So I feel like I want Cammy out of all of them, but I think it'd be Chun-Li. That's the most realistic pick that I could see happening. Not immediately, but like in DLC, like the first wave of DLC or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Cammy's cool, but I think Chun-Li has better like moves even for Smash because she has Kikoken. She has her rapid jab would be lightning legs. And then her down air would be that thing where she steps on you and bounces back up.
What about like,
Yeah, like
her-
There's like so many like
There's a lot of
there's a lot of
mean?
like easy picks.
Yeah.
I think
I wasn't done. See how I did that? See how I did
by
that?
all means.
See how I did that? No,
Please, no, please continue. I'd like to hear what you have to say.
I'm gonna ignore the sarcastic tone in that,
I'm-
and I'm gonna continue.
being
So
honest.
I
I want them to put Zangief in the game.
that'd be hilarious. But
I
anyway,
I want to be the
that'd be
Russian
really
hurricane.
funny actually. But Abigail.
Oh my god.
No. But then okay, so I was
No.
gonna just say like the Street Fighter picks there would be the realistic one with Chun-Li being the more realistic, and then Goku would be the wild pick that could actually like you never know
Because they're always
and then
put-
Scar would be
'cause-
just like
'cause-
Lamau.
Because Bandai Namco is always pushing Goku.
Like Scar would be like literally impossible, but you never know once again. But
what
like
would his
it's-
moveset even be? Okay, let's not go down that hole.
It's too late.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think about?
I'm gonna ignore you now.
Hold on. He got it out of the blue pick. Can I get mine?
Yeah, what's your out of the blue pick?
Sasuke Uchiha.
Yeah.
That's actually more realistic than fucking Scar.
That actually.
No.
Sasuke be lit.
At least you're,
Yeah.
you're
Naruto
gonna
in
be
it.
able to play him in like Jump Force.
Look, Naruto would be cool. Naruto characters would be dope in Smash.
Not that like
This is getting kind of wild, but like
at least he's gonna be in a game coming up.
someone's gonna tune in right now and be like, "Oh, they're talking about Smash Ultimate." Then they're gonna hear us talking about Naruto. Then be like,
Sasuke Uchiha.
"That's nice." It's like
Smash
that
Brother.
Smurf meme. You know the Smurf meme. Where it's like, is that a Smurf or whatever? He like opens the door and then like looks and then he just smiles, turns around and just walks right back in.
He sees it and then he just walks
Walks
out.
right back in. Yeah.
What's that? It's the Simpsons meme where he like hangs up his coat and his hat and like sees it
Yeah,
and that does a
then he
360,
immediately turns
takes his
around,
coat and
takes
hat
his
and walks
hat,
back
Goes
up.
right back. But I feel like Naruto characters would be dope though. In all seriousness,
he's got Fireball Jutsu.
they've got options.
He's
bro.
got Chidori.
Smash
He's-
Attack would be
he's got-
Rasengan. Free.
Final Smash, the Sharingan Genjutsu.
Oh, we're talking about Sasuke. Fuck, I was talking about.
You talking about Naruto?
Sorry.
I'm trying to talk about Naruto. I just like Sasuke more.
Chidori,
Yeah.
dude. Chidori would be
Yeah,
at Smash.
Chidori.
So just to wrap that up,
Side BB Chidori.
my out there is Kei Nagase. My more realistic is Zero Arai. The more I look at him, the more I want him in this game because I think he's
what
super
was it
cool.
again?
Oh, like the electric,
Zero Aura.
electric, like fighting-ish type version of Lucario.
Hey,
Lucario.
he's
inspired
just
type of-
electric, and he's the most recent Pokemon to have been created.
Pokemon are gonna be.
and
added in
he's
this
also
game,
a
that's
legendary.
possibility.
And so,
Yeah.
if a Pokemon is added in this game, it's gonna be Zero, or it's gonna be a starter that we haven't seen yet from the new
They always do that. They always
Just
Pokemon
a
game.
UI.
He's all right, but he's already in Pokemon DX.
Fucking Los Dos.
And I don't think they're trying to push that generation anymore. I think they're going to push the generation that's going to be on the Switch that hasn't been announced, like what it's called or anything yet. They just said that they're working on a new mainline series for the Switch.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a starter from that generation, or it's going to be Zero Order because recent and what they're trying to push.
You know who else would be cool? Zero from the Mega Man X series.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Zero
would be
not
cool.
gonna happen,
No, it wouldn't happen.
but it's cool.
It's
already-
more likely
he's
that
already
it's
in
more
the
likely to
Final
happen than Goku. It's
He's
more
already-
likely
he
to
has a
happen than
He's in the Final Smash though. He's in Mega
Zero
Man.
is?
Yeah.
No, Zero's not.
he's not.
It's all the different.
Oh, that's
It's all the
Protoss.
iterations,
Never
Wait.
mind.
Okay.
Proto Man's in there.
Proto Man might be.
Yeah,
but not Zero.
Proto Man and Base are in there.
Yeah, but not Zero.
But not Zero.
Okay, never mind. I thought I was wrong.
Zero
Okay.
doesn't even have a Buster. He has
Yeah, he has a sword.
sword.
It's cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So I guess to summarize my.
Okay. We already summarized like 8 times. I just want to move on because we are gonna run out of time. I think that. Okay, I'm gonna pose a question to you guys, and I'm gonna go first, and then we'll just go straight through, right? And all we're gonna do is we're gonna say what we think like the biggest change that we haven't heard about or seen in the game is gonna be, and then I also want to hear like who you're maining as of this exact moment. What one character are you going to main in Ultimate? Okay. So for me, I think the biggest change that we haven't heard about at all, or that's upcoming, is that like I'm really interested to know like a third of the characters. I think that like 1 out of every 3 characters is like getting a new move, right? And we've already seen that kind of.
Oh, you mean just one move gets replaced
Yeah.
by another?
Yeah, we've already seen that with a lot of the characters.
Okay.
And I think that this game, instead of just porting over previous versions of characters, they're going to really rehaul a lot of different characters in specific ways and give them more tools.
They completely rehauled or overhauled Wolf.
I think they're going to give a lot of characters new tools and moves that are more useful in this type of game, in this faster game. For instance, Ness's up air is still just as powerful, but the way that it works is better for the kind of defensive options that are in this game.
Yep.
Right? That kind of thing.
forgot about
And Lucario, he has a new down tilt
Yeah.
that nobody's seen in action yet, but there's a screenshot of it, right? Where he just, it's basically, it's very similar to like Zelda down tilt, where you just like go low and you stick your leg all the way out. It's like that. Yeah, so I'm really excited for that. Obviously, I'm maining Lucario, so that was, yeah. I forgot. I needed to even needed to say that. But I think that's the thing that's going to be the most interesting for me, is I think if they change a lot of people's moves.
So for me, this is something that I already know about. Shout outs to I forgot the guy's name on Twitter, Ruben something.
Yeah,
Ruben
Ruben.
something like that.
It's just Ruben.
Ruben.
It's like-
I saw Esam's video. Shout out to Esam too, talking about different changes or whatever. And one of them that I'm most excited about is, and this is something I think that is completely new compared to all of the other Smash games. Short hop aerials deal less damage or knockback or both.
Damage and knockback. Well, because
like
damage and
0.85.
knockback are both. Yeah.
Yeah, times that.
And the other thing is that hitting moves on shield stales that move.
And it stales that move, so you can't just spam stuff. Those kind of things. It's like Nintendo
It's
just
small.
continues to
It's
amaze
just
me.
little tiny
They know
additions. It's like the salt. These are the
Yeah.
little changes.
that little extra.
They're just sprinkling the little changes to make
Yeah.
it just right.
Makes it less
Symbol-
for glory.
symbolizes the
Yeah.
extra tastiness that is
like-
Smash Ultimate and the saltiness of the spamming noobs who think they're good.
It's so good.
It's the same thing. That was the key all along. Anyway,
They nerf defensive options and they nerf like offensive options.
Choose one character to main go.
Sheik.
Okay.
I guess I don't know, something that interests me a lot is what really constitutes like a stage hazard and what gets like removed when you switch on and off stage hazards. Because like the first like biggest example of what would be changed with the stage hazard switch is Wily Castle and Yellow Devil being gone. And I'm sure it would just be Yellow Devil being gone. But with Lilat, you turn the switch and it doesn't tilt anymore. So in the rule set, like, would they still
does it
have
not?
it?
Is that confirmed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would they still have it like in the rule set where we could go to tilting Lilat, or would it just be like not tilting Lilat in the rule set?
That's a good
I
question.
think that with the change of being able to turn hazards off, there are going to be more legal stages.
Oh, for sure.
Obviously. But what that also means is that there's going to be more incentive to cut stages that are non-standard.
Yeah.
Even with, so like Lilat that doesn't tilt still has slopes, and those can be weird and not work in consistent ways sometimes, right? And so I think it's likely that that stage actually won't be legal if we have enough other stages that have like just as much variety in terms of platform placement, but they
like
like
that.
aren't sloped.
We now have
Right.
the luxury
We
of
have-
being able to like pick and choose what we want.
Exactly. And so I think what's going to come up is that there are going to be stages that are even and even considerably less like like there's going to be a lot of variety, and there's going to be a lot of different stages, and there's going to be a lot more balanced stages, and there's also going to be less jank overall.
Yeah.
Right? But only if we do the right thing and ban stages that have even a hint of jank, right?
Idea. So one thing that I think could happen, and this would be really cool. So one problem that's going to happen now, it's a problem that we actually haven't had ever, and it's the idea of having too many stages to choose from. Because now, because of these new hazard switches, right, toggles rather, you can make literally a lot of these stages, even though some of them are going to be asymmetrical still, a lot of them are now going to become legal that used to not be legal in a blue moon, right? But one idea that I have heard, and this is not my idea,
Is this the seasons thing?
is the seasons thing of having different stages around per season as available that still hold around the same. So you'd have a battlefield something, something, and then having different stages like that, and making sure that all of these are, because we're gonna have like 80 plus stages, man.
All right, so what's your main?
That's an idea.
Do I have to pick one?
You have to pick one.
Wolf.
Okay. Now back to the conversation, because I just want to get that out of the way so we can fully move on. I think if we do seasons based on platform, or based on not platform, based on stages, there's gonna okay, so Battlefield and Final Destination are always legal.
Yeah, that'd be always.
And then we'd have a cycling 4-season thing.
That'd be really cool.
Where there are 3 other stages that are legal that change each season. What can't happen is that there's 4 different seasons and there's 5 different stages each time.
Yeah,
Battlefield and Final Destination need to be always legal.
Yeah, I like that. So like you're just like adding one and removing one or whatever, like kind of. Rotating.
No. You're not adding 1. You're adding 3 and removing 3. You're adding 3 and removing 3, but you always keep. So what would happen is you have the 5.
I have like a 5 pick. Okay, got you.
You have 5.
Be rotating.
You have 5 to pick from. 2 of them are always Final Destination and Battlefield, and then you have 3 other ones.
Yeah.
Right. And there's 4 sets of 3 that rotate throughout the year.
I think that would be really great for the season.
But what can't happen? All I'm saying is what can't happen is that 5 sets
at a time. No. And I agree
think
with
there
that.
need
I
to
like that
be
idea.
static stages.
I think this is really great. It'll add up to the spectator bit. Be like, oh, cool, blah blah blah. Now we get to go to the you need variety. You want a game to have consistent variety.
One thing that is
while
really
keeping
nice
the core
is that all of the battlefields and all of the Final Destinations are identical in every way.
Yeah, and that's perfect. So
Which
you can
means
switch out.
that all the Delta stages and all the Omega stages are legal. All of them, 100% of them.
Nintendo listened. Yeah.
Because Nintendo listened. Yep. So I think that's first of all, that's really good for viewership, for streams, and it's also really good for like practice, because you can just like random Delta, random Omega, and you just get all the different flavors of the rainbow, all the different songs, all the different games. Yeah. And that's gonna be super awesome. But in terms of tournament legality, it's gonna be like a year before we figure that out, honestly.
Yeah, board will have to actually be consistently formed, which isn't.
Hopefully, Vaseth and Bear and TLTC and the rest of those guys are getting together, and they said they have been getting together.
Yeah.
and thinking about this, but it is in the end it's going to come down to each region deciding on its own and a general consensus forming over the course of like years. So like I said, it's going to be years, but get ready to play on a lot of different stages because I think that's definitely a thing.
Yeah. Anyway, were you going to say something like that?
I don't like the idea of a seasonal stage list because it will affect like characters and by extension players' results. Because like say if like there's a character that has 2 counterpick stages that are really really good for them. Like say in a Smash 4 scenario it's Fox and the counterpicks are Battlefield and Town and City. If we're on a seasonal rule set and Town and City's gotten rid of, then the Fox's opponent can just ban Battlefield every time, and Fox will be SOL.
And I think the switching around is what's going to be important. I don't think that completely kills the idea of bringing in a season thing. What it does is it makes it so you don't want to be brain dead and picking the stages because something like that could happen. So if Town and City, in that example, were to be gone, what that gets replaced with is something that would need to be heavily considered. If it's something that would still benefit Fox in a similar way, you know what I mean? Because there's so many stages. You got to like, and you know, it's like, and I understand that point does make sense because you could cuck a character or give a character just buff them naturally based on the stages that are available.
But what happens is that cucks the character's results and the player's results by extension. That player has the possibility to perform worse. Because
I get the problem. That's very very possible.
I think that's a reasonable fear, but I think that also that because of the amount of stages and the amount of possibilities
with good decisions,
I think that the stages overall are going to be more balanced than they were. Like Town and City is not a balanced stage. No. I think that there's going to be like stages like Town and City aren't going to be legal in this game because they're too unbalanced and there's too many other options.
We had Town and City because Town and City was the most balanced available of the 5 whatever in Smash 4. But now we've got literally almost every stage.
Like remember in early Smash 4, maybe you don't. When did you start playing Smash 4?
Me?
Yeah.
Are you gonna mention Halberd?
Yeah, I was gonna say like Halberd and Delfino.
Halberd, Delfino, and like
because Halberd, the ceiling was way low.
Exactly, like those were legal when the game started. So like I said, there's gonna be a lot of experimentation.
Yeah,
and everybody has to be ready for that for the first like year.
Yeah. All right. Last question. If I don't know, it's up to you. I like Slowkey's thing where he's talking about everyone having at least a secondary. So that prompts the idea. If you were to have a secondary, who would it be? Just one though, for now. So we'll have 2 characters. Oh, do you want me to?
I'm tanking for a second. I just gotta.
Okay. For me,
think tank.
Oof. Like I'll eventually pick up Fox. I'll always use Fox, but I dabbling in the idea of using Marth. I've always liked Marth, but for me, like as far as the timeline, my M2 timeline of playing Smash 4, which was my first competitive game. When this game came out, I was a casual player and I didn't know anything about the competitive scene. I was slowly introduced to that during this game, like maybe a year into the game. But I've always liked Marth. I've always liked the fluidity, how he plays neutral. And then when Leo rose to dominance, it made me like the character even more. And I've always wanted to play him. But the way, like by that time, I had developed Sheik and Fox so well. Like it was already developed for me to the point where I didn't need to play him, or I didn't need to learn him, or go through the effort of learning him, and potentially dip in my tournament results. And so I was not fond of that idea. And so I never really picked him up seriously. But now it's a new game, and he looks good, and with the new movement options, they look crisp, and it seems nice, you know. So anyway,
for me, my secondary would definitely be Cloud, because when Cloud first came out, you know, I actually voted for Cloud in the ballot, and you know, I popped off when he came out, got him day 1. I played him for maybe like 6 months. And it got boring real fast. I didn't enjoy it as long as I had hoped to, because Cloud's just like, in this game he's really boring. Like just charge limit, up air, back air, It's not that fun.
I'm gonna have to stick with. Okay, I want to say Doc because I like Doc a lot. I think he's gonna be super fun in this game as he is in Smash 4. He's got the Ganon Stomp, dog. But it's like, honestly, like realistically, I think Doc's gonna suck even worse in this game than he did in Smash 4, just because recovery. At least he has a spike now. Now Lucario is the only character in the entire history of Smash Brothers with literally no spike
Of any kind.
of any kind.
Well, Fox.
Fox has a spike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spike. Like, of any kind.
Of any kind.
Not like a meteor spike.
No
like a
semi-spike, no meteor, no true spike, no anything.
boom.
Nothing
Usually
that
just
hits
Doc
them
and
downwards
Lucario,
at
but
all.
now Doc is the game.
It was Doc and Lucario, but Doc has downer. So it's like a tie right now between Dr. Mario, Ryu, and Wolf. I need to wait to see how Wolf plays. I need to wait to see how Ryu plays, and I need to wait to see how Doc plays. But those are like those three are like. I mean, I played Wolf a whole bunch in Brawl. I played Ryu and Doc a whole bunch in Smash 4.
Ryu looks gross.
Ryu is so good now.
He's worse and better at the same time.
He lost some stuff, but what he gained is busted.
He lost up tilt Shoryuken,
and then he gained
and he lost
anything
down
into
tilt Shoryuken.
Then he gained aerial in a Shoryuken.
But he got aerial into Shoryuken.
What
That's scarier to me.
what irritate? Oh, that's definitely way scarier. What also?
It's a lot easier to escape his shenanigans, and his offstage game is just as bad. So I think he's going to be worse overall.
Like he could, yeah.
I think he's going to be worse overall because characters with poor recoveries.
he's gonna be more of a glass cannon.
Yeah, he's going to be more of a
Like
class.
he's gonna be really powerful on stage,
But he's gonna be-
once you get him off stage, he's really.
He's
bad.
going to be very similar to Mac, where you can just kind of dick on him, and he
but
dies.
not as bad.
But not as bad. Obviously not as bad.
It's gonna be
'cause
kind of like
but
the Cloud and Fox scenario.
it's gonna be like the Cloud and
But
Fox,
worse.
but worse. Yeah.
But worse. Like
Um,
that's be that. That's super slow.
One thing that does really help him out is he does turn around automatically, which is
Down tilt at ledge.
on
turn-
stage.
down
On
tilt-
stage, Ryu's scary.
on stage. Ryu is extremely scary,
You can just mash it down and
Um,
A, and then you'll roll, and you'll still be mashing.
but
A.
I need to see how his metagame basically progresses essentially
Yeah.
before I commit to anything with that character because he's such a wild card at this point. In
He's
my
top
opinion.
20 for sure.
There's so many characters, dude.
Okay,
I
never
can't-
mind. You're right. Never mind. I take it back.
I can't say
That's hard.
anything about tier lists right now because the game's not out. But
I hope she can do it.
I think Doc's gonna be worse. I think Ryu's gonna be worse, and I think Wolf is gonna be not that good. So I'm really holding out hope that there's gonna be a DLC character. Oh, Inkling, duh, obviously.
Yeah.
The actual top tier secondary that I will probably play a lot is Inkling, and I don't even care about Splatoon, but Inkling looks super fun and super interesting and super powerful.
Yep.
I would not be surprised if Inkling is like top 5 when the game releases,
I
and
agree.
is pretty busted.
I would probably double in England.
But Zeraora is the main if he comes out.
Yep.
And Lucario is the secondary in that situation, probably.
I think if he does come out, for me, the main is Shadow. I've wanted to play as Shadow in Smash since
And
I was 8.
if he comes out, the main is Scar.
Be
But-
prepared.
But yeah, I've wanted to play as Shadow
I
ever
know.
since I got into Smash
Yeah.
when I was like 8. So
I know it sounds sordid, but you'll be rewarded when you see.
All right, this has been No Items. Thanks for listening, guys.
Delicious.
This is Artie.
Be prepared.
That's M2.
I'm
That's
Luxray.
Luxray.
Hope Scar plays
Follow
this
my
game.
Twitter.
And main Scar.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, let's get it.